David had been a taxi driver for over a decade, and during that time, he had picked up all sorts of passengers with their unique stories. But one chilly evening, he had an encounter that would forever haunt his memories. It was a dimly lit Friday night, and David's taxi was parked outside a local coffee shop, waiting for the next fare. The rain tapped lightly on the windshield, casting eerie shadows on the empty streets. Just as he was about to give up and call it a night, he saw a woman standing by the curb, her face obscured by a hood. With a polite smile, David unlocked the door for his passenger. The woman, whose name was Helen, spoke about her frustrating week during the journey. She was tired of her job, tired of the constant quarrels with her family and friends, and life had become a heavy burden. David listened patiently, nodding occasionally, offering words of comfort and encouragement. As they arrived at her apartment building, he gave her some advice on seeking professional help and mending relationships. She thanked him profusely. But as David turned around to accept his fare, he was met with a sight that made his blood run cold. Helen had vanished from the back seat. Panic surged through him as he fumbled to open the car door and rushed out into the rain. He stood there, drenched and bewildered, staring at the apartment building's entrance. Desperation led him to knock on her apartment door, hoping to find some explanation for her sudden disappearance. A neighbor passing by gave him a curious look and asked what he was doing there. "I just dropped off a passenger named Helen," David explained, his voice trembling. "She lives here." The neighbor's face twisted with confusion. "Helen? There hasn't been anyone living in that apartment for a month. It's been empty for some time." David's heart sank as the neighbor's words hung in the air. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. He had just spoken to Helen, listened to her troubles, and offered her advice. But now he realized that he had encountered a ghost, a lost soul seeking solace on that fateful night.